mouth first.
I think it's a good choice.
Pepper flakes are huge.
Yeah, that is giant, coarse black pepper.
Not bad.
It's different.
Yeah.
Actually, Kettle Brand chip has a salt and pepper, cracked black pepper and salt chip, and it almost tastes spot on like the chip.
I actually kind of like this.
I would like to probably say a sign of a good wing place, like very basic, and you know what you're doing, and it works.
I'm like, salt and pepper, very lazy. I didn't say lazy, very simple. But you can fuck it up. And I like what they did.
Very much so.
If you over salt or over pepper, I think there's literally a perfect blend of each.
Fuck. That is really good. I'm telling you.
And there's even like a sauce on it almost.
It's almost like a butter sauce to finish it off. I'm telling you, if you're a fan of the Kettle Brand, you've had that chip, that's almost spot on what it is. I'm going to have Heather trial that for us when she's done with the baby off air. I'll start. It's a 10 on the crisp. Like, it's got butter to it. I know it's a dry rub, obviously, with the fact that it's salt and pepper, but that is everything you could ask for more on crisp. I'm sure you probably heard on the playback feed there. Amount of meat, I'm going to go 8.5. Like, neither of them were the biggest wing, but they were still pretty juicy for how crispy the wing itself was. Amount of sauce slash dry rub, I'm going to go 7.5. It was very simple. There wasn't really anything to it. It got the job done. There's no flair. I guess that's the problem. It's not really a sauce. That's the biggest concern. Flavor, I never in my life thought that this is something like, oh, I'm going to need this. Like, I like it.
I need
it. I'll go 8.5 on price. Like, I would fuck around with that. They're 8.5 on flavor. And I'll go 7 on price. Like, I actually might pay for that before I pay for the medium. It's an 83 for me.
So, anything outside of hot, medium, or mild did have extra on it, so that's why they're so expensive.
Yeah, I'd still be fine with it.
I did want to mention that, just that's why they're so expensive. Crisp, that's another 10. You can't get any crisper than that without breaking a tooth.
Seriously.
That's one of the crispiest wings I've ever had. Meat, I'll go with an 8. I had 2 wings that were pretty good size. Sauce.
Same thing.
Salt slash pepper. It's a dry rub, but it had some butter finish on it. I'm going with a 9. If there was enough of both on there to where I'm not just eating salt, I'm not just eating pepper, I'm going to go with a 9.5 on flavor. It's so basic, but so just flavorful. I wouldn't eat a whole bunch of them only because you're going to raise your blood pressure or your cholesterol.
Yeah, we don't got to raise ours any higher.
I'd want to eat those, like I could eat a lot of them. And then price, I'll go with an 8 as well because I don't mind paying extra for those.
Man,
That's an 89. That's a fucking great wing
I'll tell you what.
for just so basic.
Off of just the first 2 wings, they're going to have a real chance to jump that top 25. And these were the 2 wings we were excited about, so...
I want to try the other food. They have some other, like a pretty decent sized menu.
I am excited. Flaming honey garlic.
I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna go without.
Without and then with? Oh, Gary, hold on. This one right here's got your name on it.
I'll grab it after.
Yeah.
I think that's the best thing about only having 2 people is we can eat more than one. Holy shit.
There's even still some crisp to it.
I don't know how to determine what I'm eating. It's good though.
feel like I need a.
It's definitely a sweet heat.
There's the cheddar bones.
Very thick sauce. I'm not that upset. It's almost like a barbecue texture to it.
You're right. It's a big ass flat.
This is good.
I think I want the third because I'm waiting for a little more heat, but I do like it.
I like a decent amount of heat. For some people, it might be a little bit too much. But it's a manageable heat for like the average person. I'll go 8 on the crisp.
Oh wow.
It's a saucier wing, so it loses some crisp, but it's almost not noticeable. Meat, another 8. I enjoyed the size of the wing. I don't have any complaints about that. Oh. Sauce, I'll go 9. I think there's enough sauce on there. It's a weird consistency, but not anything.
By its own, it stands alone very well.
Flavor, I'll go with a 9. I think combination of sweet heat and whatever I'm tasting, it's unique. I don't think I've ever tasted anything like that. And then price, I'll go with an 8.5 because it was similar to the last one. That's a good wing.
It's an 85 from you. Yeah, that's. I guess the thing I'm going to start at the top here. That is thick sauce, and it did not hamper the crisp. So I'm going to go 10 on the crisp again. Amount of meat's going to take a little hit. I'm going to go with 7.5 of the amount of meat. 2 of my 3 wings were very, very dried up. Bigger wings than I think I've had, but they were really shrunken in there. It definitely accounted for the crisp, but I guess it kind of off balances. They're going to get around 8.5, 9 on both. Sauce is a 9.5. I don't know what they're using or how they're using it, but that is delicious.
I could hear them in the back shaking the bowls around.
Yeah.
They were putting in the work.
Flavor, I'm going to go 8.5. Just because if you're going to name it flaming, I want a little bit more heat, but that garlic was wonderful. I think the reason that you don't get as much heat, and like it's on my tongue, but I think the reason there's not as much is the honey does cancel it out. So I guess in that aspect, it's definitely as advertised. I'd go 8 on that for price too. I would pay for that wing. It's a good wing. That's an 87 from me. They are, unless they fail horribly.
I know this could make or break them, but I think they're going to be just fine.
Yeah, what almost looks like it says bukkake
Bukkake.
is the bookopotamus. If I had to guess,
I'm excited for this.
it's a
one.
hot gar parm.
Even just, I like I'm gonna vote on looks for this one a little bit. But
It's-
it's definitely appeasing.
Yes.
Definitely appeasing. And we're just gonna
Yep.
go right in there.
Gary?
Good sauce. There's a good one. I don't know if double dipping is against protocol, but I'm gonna do it.
There's definitely something else besides just hot and gar parm.
I'm liking it. Better crisp.
For sure. For how watery the sauce is. Yeah, I'm going right back in there.
This is gonna be one of those that you're like gonna grab before golf.
Yes, 100%.
I like it, but I'm not sure what I'm eating.
don't mind it. It's a mystery.
It's like a flavor explosion.
There's something missing. I don't know what it is. In terms of picking out what the hell that it is.
Like you're trying to figure it out.
Yeah, I like.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm curious.
Like, there's definitely a third piece to this combination. It's, I guess the best way I can put this, it's almost like, think of when you have a combination lock, you have 3 numbers. We have 2/3 of the combination lock right now, and I don't know what the remaining part is.
I'm about to Google see if Book Eponymous is like something we just don't know. Like, is it like a code word for something?
You're not supposed to know.
It's like bussy, but it's not.
Badussy.
No, the Badussy. We got the Badussy on the show. Yeah, yes. That word hasn't been on the show in a while.
Oh, we've done it. All
Yes,
right.
yeah, Badussy's been here.
Got it.
Brandon or Jason definitely introduced that to our audience.
I enjoy that.
Definitely butchered the spellings, and nothing came up. So.
You know what the wild thing is? Like, when I looked at it, like, I know, Gary, you're not a huge hockey guy, but there's a hockey writer, John Butchengross,
Yeah, I know that.
and it's like spelt the way Butchie's like start of his name is, and he's known for really liking like chicken parm. So I'm like, oh, maybe it'll be like a parm wing. Maybe this is like John Butchengross. That's not parm, but I don't really know what it is. Alex, you want to start us off?
Yeah, I really, really enjoyed that wing. Crisp was definitely good. I'm gonna say 8.5. Overall taste was my favorite wing out of the night for sure. I'm gonna give that a 9. I can't say that I have as large of a palate as you guys do with wings, so I was definitely feeling that one. I'm getting warm. I'm a weakling. I don't know how I'm gonna do with hot.
I think the thing of it is, I think this hot is part of that.
Okay.
So I think that's just maybe diluted a little because of
Maybe.
the parm.
Right. Like I said, presentation was very good. I like that sauce. I'm gonna go with a 9 as well. That was just like hit it for me. Perfect amount, not too much. You don't want it swimming.
I think you're missing meat.
Meat was good. I'm gonna say 8. 8 was really good. I just had my flats per usual.
And
And
then
price,
your price.
we're gonna stick with 8.5. I'm gonna go all the way through.
It's gonna be an 86 for you. I'm there with you on it, honestly. I'm gonna go with an 8.5 on crisp. Something that's that saucy, that has that crispness. It's kind of an anomaly, and I like it. Amount of meat, I'm gonna go back to an 8. Like, none of these have blown me away. Those were bad wings, but it's not gonna get me like some stellar grade. Amount of sauce is a 9. That's everything I want and more. There's some in the bottom of the barrel for the bullshit. They were covered very well. I think they have to be covered well because it's almost like they give it a dusting of very finely shredded or finely grated parm.
For
Yeah,
sure.
it
It's
was
like
a nice
a
touch.
very light dusting because it's like, I mean, we've seen it in the past where it's like, oh, you get some cheese, like actual fresh parm or like big clumps.
It's kind of
That's
nice
just a
because,
nice
like,
little fine dust.
those places that do give you the big ones, it kind of ruins the wing.
Yes,
because too much.
it's
I
and
know
then it
there's-
soaks into
There's
a
never
sauce spot.
too much cheese, but sometimes for wings, there's too much.
Too
cheese.
much cheese for texture point, not for flavor point. I get what you're saying though. But this flavor point, I'm gonna go 9.5. That was delicious. I'm still missing it. I'm still puzzled, but I want it. I'm gonna go 9.5 for price. I will probably go out of my way to buy that again. That's gonna be an 89 for me.
Yeah, it was real good.
Gary,
I did really enjoy that wing. Like we were talking about it, there's a mystery flavor in there. I'm not mad about it. I wouldn't know what to call it, but crisp, I'll go with an 8.5. Crispy, I think it's the crispiest wing I've had out of the 3 so far. Meat, it's gonna take a little bit of a hit. I'm gonna go 7.5 or 7 instead of 7.5, just because both the drums I had were smaller and the drums in there were about the same size. Sauce, it's another one of those that's kind of dry rubbish, but not really a sauce. It's got that texture similar to this one, where it's marinated, but I don't think this one's a marinade. It's just weird. It's not really a sauce.
It's like a watery sauce.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with an 8.5, just because I felt like the whole wing had flavor to it, and they sauced them well, whatever they did to them. And then flavor, I'll go with an 8.5 as well. I enjoyed it. It blended well with the blue cheese, and it was a little bit spicy. And then price, I'll probably go with a 9, just because I would buy this. I don't have an issue with it. It's at 83.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very happy to have that. I will definitely try those again. Hopefully they don't bomb out. Unfortunately, I don't think they're going to be a place that, hits the top 25, but they're not bad wings. And now Atomic Suicide, whatever the hell it is, it looked spicy.
Oh, boy. Ooh. Clear my sinuses out real quick. There's a nears and no kick.
It's hot, but it's not like killer.
I actually like the flavor though.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. That's pretty good. It's got a delayed kick, but nothing crazy.
This is one of those wings. You go look like a psychopath and order
I know, right?
a 10 of Atomic. Sit at the bar with the old guys and polish them.
Mm-hmm. I really like that.
It's delicious. It glows red. It's
Like, that's my kind of hot one right there.
I would go to the old boys club just to figure out what the fuck they use. That's a really good.
I know.
That's a really good suicide. Like you said, it ain't really a suicide. It is.
Considering they label it Atomic.
It's maybe an extra hot,
Yeah.
but it's like not the worst.
It's got a good flavor to it though. That's the cool.
Here's the more important thing. Crisp is an 8. It's
The third one.
it's not like every other time we do a crisp or like a suicide, like it's like somebody forgets about it. Like, oh, we don't gotta drop these, or oh, who cares how spicy they're. Like that actually had crisp. Meat is an 8.5. Like they were all big wings. Sauce is a 9.5. Like that is the amount of sauce I want when I get a suicide wing. Like it covered it
I
well.
wish the medium had that much sauce.
Flavor, I'm gonna go 9.5. Like that is delicious. That's a really tasty hot wing. And price, I'm gonna go 9. Like I would buy that. Like that's gonna be an 89 for me. That might be the highest hot wing I've ever graded.
That, like, I can't say good enough things about that. Considering I was expecting to just be like putting my tongue under a sponge.
Yeah.
Crisp, I'm gonna go with an 8. I think crispy enough. Meat, I will go with an 8 as well. They weren't chewy like the other two flavors. Flavor, or sauce? I will go with a 9 on the sauce. Lots of bottom of the barrel bullshit, tons of sauce on it. Flavor, I'm going to 10. Like, I can't ask for a better hot wing flavor than that. It's got a slow kick to it, but it's flavorful. It's not just Frank's hot sauce. There's something they do with it.
There's a lot to do with it.
And then price, I'll go with a 7.5. I really, really like that hot wing. 85.
I think that definitely goes to the top of being one of the tastiest hot wings we've ever had.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
Is it false advertisement?
A little
A little
bit.
bit.
But
if you're anybody that's not a masochist like us and you go in there and you get this, it's probably going to hurt you.
Oh yeah, I know.
On to what they're known for. A hot gar parm.
It looks good.
It looks great. It's got all the
You're gonna have
fixings
to do
on
two.
it. Definitely gonna have to do two.
Go ahead, Brendan.
It's got all the fixings on it. There's parm
That's not the one I thought you were going
everywhere.
Oh wow. I immediately am going to say I like this wing.
And this is definitely like that thicker sauce.
There's tons of parm on it. And that's why I like it.
Yeah, not too much gar for you.
No, more of a parm than a gar. Although I don't mind a little gar.
I'm perplexed.
It's intriguing.
I can see why they're known for these.
I don't dislike it.
Well,
I'm perplexed.
because it is definitely one of like the better garlic parm.
It's 100% one of the better ones I've had. But
I could eat a gaggle of those.
like geese.
Lather me up with all that parm. This is going to get a high score for me.
Lead us off.
Okay, so crisp. Honestly, I was very surprised how crispy it was. I'm going to go with an 8.5. Meat, 8. Basically the same size, drums all the way around. Sauce, I'm going with a 10. The amount of parm and sauce they use, it's all over the place. At the bottom of the barrel, both wings I had, it was just mounted on there. Flavor, 9.5. Overpowering in the amount of cheese. I like that though. It's got like a hint of garlic. That's what I like. And then price, I'll go with an 8 because they're still expensive, but I don't mind paying a little bit higher.
Goddamn.
That's an 88.
It's the highest you've ever graded a gar parm wing, I think. 88 for Gary. Brandon?
Sure. I'm gonna go types out of
Excuse
order.
me.
I'm gonna start with sauce. Yep. Sauce. I'm gonna go 9. It was good. So it was one of those thicker sauces, and it left some of like the parm residue on your fingers.
Parmesan.
Love cheese. Flavor. I'm gonna go 8.5 because it did overpower with the parm. I kind of need one just to sprinkle more of the gar. Meat.
That's a fish.
Yeah.
And a Pokemon.
Hello, ladies.
Val Venus. Hello, ladies.
We don't talk about him in the show. He is a roving racist.
Meat. They were all. The two I had were good sizes. I'll go 8.5. Crisp. I'll go 8. Because, I mean, also at the same time, if you waited a little bit longer with these, they will get a little soggier.
No, it's in a pool of its own blood and garlic.
Yeah. But, like, a lot of the other stuff makes up for it. And price, I'll go 8.5. I would definitely pay for these again.
Brandon's going at 85. I definitely think I'm going to be around the area. I don't know if I'm going to go as high as Gary.
Maybe meet right in the grundle.
Around or maybe slightly below you on that. I'm going to go 8 on the crisp. They did their job. It's not soggy. It's not bad. It's an 8.5 on meat. Everything across the board's actually been very good in terms of quality of meat, how big the size is. Even like, I think the hot honey on the grill might have dried out. I kind of forgot to mention that, but that's like the smallest we've had. Amount of sauce, it's going to get a 10 for me. That is anything and everything I want and more. That is soup on a chicken wing.
Yeah.
And it didn't affect the amount of crisp. Flavor, I'm going to go 8. I like cheese. I like hot.
I like potatoes.
I feel like it was lacking in the garlic department. So like I'm gonna decrease it because like all garlic parm should have that. I like the flavor, but I really think it really was missing that garlic. But like would I get that again? Yes. I'll go 8.5 on the price on that. Okay, I lied. I'm coming ahead of Brandon. It's an 86.
Right in the grundle, baby. Right in the grundle.
In the grundle.
This is one we're really intrigued by.
These are make or break wings because sometimes they're good, and sometimes they're just hot cheeks.
I've never really had anything like this.
I think I'm gonna go one without for sure.
I agree with that. I feel like you have to.
It's got a very sweet scent to it. Oh my. Which one's supposed to be spicier, the Jamaican or is it the Caribbean?
I think Jamaican spicier.
What I like about this is it has that Jamaican flavor to it. Sometimes some people don't like that Jamaican spice. It's a very slow burn, but it's not incredibly overpowering where like some people just don't like that hotness that the Jamaican jerk will give you.
I really like that flavor,
So,
and that heat is nice.
It's like a sweet jerk.
It's the burn we want when people tell us we're going to get a hot barbecue too.
Mm-hmm. Good God, that's so good.
That's a different barbecue than anything we've had in a very long time.
And like, it's sticky, but it's not incredibly sticky.
Wow.
I'm impressed.
It's sticky, but it's almost like a marinade.
Yeah.
The meat is very tender. That does have a really, really nice kick to it. Holy shit.
I want that on like a regular chicken breast.
Yeah. I have one complaint.
No fluff.
There's only 2 flats in the entire thing. God damn you, jackos. Wow. That is, I'll tell you what, the fact that we already know that that's really tasty, I was already kind of hopeful when I smelled that, because, like, it smells strong, but it doesn't smell like death. Mm-hmm. And it's not that Reaper smell. I was hopeful that they blended something very tasty here. This is already very tasty.
My thing is too is like I like jerk chicken, but sometimes it's one of those things that for me in my palate, I enjoy hot things, but somehow some way jerk chicken is usually a little too hot for me. And this is like perfect. It's not overpowering. I can enjoy a bunch of those.
The problem with jerk is jerk to me reminds me of...
I'm a white person, so like...
Jerk reminds me of chevettas. Mm-hmm. You marinate it the perfect amount, or it's over marinated and it's going to kill you with the amount that's in there.
So like my palate is sometimes...
Weakened. Mm-hmm. Wimpy.
Wimpy.
Let us know what you think about it.
Chris, I'm going to go with a 9. That was almost completely crispy. I mean, it was completely crispy, but I mean almost perfect when it comes to crisp. I think it's just if it wasn't so saucy, then it might have been a perfect 10. But I'm not complaining about the sauce because it's a type of sauce that's
Give-take relationship.
Yeah. Meat, I'm gonna go with an 8. I think it was a decent sized wing. I had 2 decent sized ones. Sauce, I'm gonna go with a 9. The amount of sauce on there was very well done. Can't really complain. Flavor, I'm gonna go with a 10. Like, it's got like we were talking about, it's got the
Something
jerk
different.
flavor. It's a sweet flavor, and then it finishes with heat. It's fantastic. And then price, I'm gonna just go. I'll go with an 8 on that one. I don't really mind it.
Damn.
It's an 88.
I'm gonna hit high with you on that. Crisp, I'm gonna come up with an 8.5. That was definitely crispier than that, and that had
was
gobs
surprising.
of sauce. Meat size relativity the same. That is much more fall off the bone, very tender. I'm gonna come up to an 8.5 on the meat. Sauce, I'm gonna go to a 9.5. That's the type of sauce I want. Where you said that it's sticky, that is the perfect sticky sauce to me. It wasn't adhering too much to my hands. It was a runnier sticky sauce. It stuck very nicely to the wing.
It wasn't
It's
like
not
glue.
everywhere. Exactly. That is like the perfect cooking texture when you have a sticky yet subtle sauce.
I'm also in love with the blue cheese.
Their blue cheese is phenomenal. Whoever makes this or came up with this, give them a raise. Flavor's a 10 as well. I'm going with that. That's a delicious wing. I didn't know what we were walking into when we walked into this, and like
I
Gary
try
said,
not to get 10s, but like some places just deserve that 10.
like Gary said, this could have gone either way. We were blind walking into this, like, man, barbecue jerk. This could be the drizzling shits, or this could be great.
Right.
And man, we got the greatness out of this. And price, I'm going to go 8.5. I don't care about the price. I might actually go out of my way to make sure I get this wing again. That's going to be a 90 for me. That's really fucking good.
I'm gonna go with this flat right here.
I'm gonna take a drum. I'll get my ratings.
I'll
off
dip
the
this one.
screen.
There we go.
Look how much meat is on this thing. Wait, a moment.
That's huge.
A moment for the drum.
Size does matter.
Sometimes, yes.
Go.
Yo.
That's a really good blend.
I'm gonna get on this one and I'm calling my wing.
You bitch.
That's a fantastic barbecue.
Oh, that's good.
So I like that they didn't necessarily put it in the description, but that's a citrus chipotle kind of like. There's almost like an orange to it.
A vibe.
It's not gonna absolutely kill you with the heat, but it is
It is
it is a
there.
nice sneaky heat on that barbecue.
My 2-year-old approves.
The biggest factor here, I'm gonna go 9.5 on the crisp. That wing's still the crisp.
Yeah,
It's
it
got a thick barbecue sauce on it.
You heard it right when you went into it.
You're doing something damn well, Stooges.
Yeah.
Meat, I'm gonna stay at an 8. They're all around the same size, a little bit dried out, but you have to. If you've got a wing this size, you've got a crisp that good, you have to give something up. They're giving up the meat quality for that crisp, and I'll take that.
Yeah.
It's not pizza place bad, but I'll take that. Amount of sauce, I'm gonna go 9. Maybe a little more and maybe a little less sticky, but I really like that sauce. Flavor, I'm going 9.5. I really like that barbecue. Just all worlds blended well. Had the spice, had that citrus that wasn't even advertised. Really nice barbecue finish. Price, I'll go 9 on that actually. I would return for that 10 out of 10 times. I'm gonna come up with a 90 for that wing. Gav?
It's yeah. Chris, I'm going to agree with you. You're at a 9, right?
Yeah.
I think yeah. For as much sauce was actually on that, it was still very, very crispy. You felt it when you bit into it. It was, yeah. I can't complain about that. Amount of meat. I'm gonna go 8.
That's where I was at, I think. If they're not bad, they're still good sized wings. It's just they dry up a little.
If you have everything else surrounding it, like you can't really. It's still a good wing. What's the next category?
Sauce.
Sauce? Oh, 9.5. 100%. I think is a perfect amount. I don't mind the sticky. You get that with your
It's
like anything.
and I think that is like minus being the goat of this is the perfect like you could not take any less or more on the wing. Like that's as close to perfect as you can get, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
Flavor
Flavor?
You
Oh,
guys said
9.5.
that was good, yeah.
It was fantastic.
and likelihood to pay for that.
I think that might be, in recent memory, that's the best barbecue I've had in my entire life. Like, in recent times. But I'll go 10. I'll definitely go back and get those again, specifically.
You're coming in with a 92.
All right.
Paige, did you want to grade that one off the camera? No, not that one. The Chipotle one.
The Chipotle?
Do you want to grade it or you want to wait? It's up to you. You said you wanted to grade it.
Yeah, no, let me know.
All right. Crisp out of 10.
Chris, I give it 8.5.
Okay. Amount of meat to your liking.
I would say an 8.
Amount of sauce to your liking.
I'd give that a 9.5.
Flavor.
10.
Ooh.
And likelihood that you'd buy that again with price.
9.
9. Should have come in with a 90 also. That might actually sit in the top 10 specialty wings.
No, wait till you try
Really?
the Sriracha
Yeah.
barbecue.
I know
Yeah.
usually 90 is going to sit you around.
What is the exact name of this wing? What is
It
it?
is a Chipotle barbecue.
And that's the
Oh,
thing.
Chipotle barbecue.
I think
Okay.
that's the best thing is they didn't give it some extra orange Chipotle bar.
Yeah, no.
Basic name, and
the
they let
point.
the rest of it do the work.
Yes.
No, it was really good. And
wasn't
they
too
didn't heavily
gimmicky.
load it on barbecue
Yes.
either, which I really enjoy. Oh, yeah.
This I'm
Kickin'-
excited for.
Kickin' bourbon.
I see some char in there, and I like that with my barbecue. So I'll go for this one. I'll go for
You
this
guys
one.
have
How did they stick that?
Because we want that as the last wing.
That's a beauty right there.
We're gonna come in with that too. Here we
That
go.
is a beauty.
The only benefit of the phone, iPhone's got a nice camera and we can film right that close. So
Let's do it.
I'll grade the Sriracha one when you come back to it off memory.
Yes.
Damn.
yo,
Stooges, I don't know what you're doing, but you got
Oh
your
my
barbecue game
God.
on point.
Never change.
Holy cow.
I'm not a fan of char though, so
I'm not 90%
yeah.
of the time either. They hit that spot on. It doesn't overtake the flavor. It's adding to the crisp.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Sorry, producer Piper, for swearing.
it's okay. She hears worse.
You're good. Go on that switcher, girl.
She listens to feral music.
Not the feral music.
Hot girl shit only. Sorry, we're allowed to swear on here.
Yeah, it's my show.
This is
There's
not
no
child
rules.
friendly. Have you ever listened to the ending of their show?
Oh yeah, you're gonna have to flap your wings for me
And spread your
at the
legs.
end of it. I spread the legs.
In what
I was
order?
gonna say I could spread the legs for him, but he's
Gav, you want to start us off with this one?
Well, Stooges, I'll tell you one thing and one thing only. That I had your previous one as my top barbecue, but I think that one just took it. That was insanely
That's-
good. I'm a big char guy, and I think that was like the Burger Mod char. It added to the crisp, like
Yeah.
you added. Crisp 9.5 off the bat. Sauce, I think 9. I think 9 is pretty on par because it also had like that light spicy to it.
And it was almost a glaze instead of sauce too, which was really nice.
Yeah.
not a meat.
Meat. I mean, I did have a drum. It was crispy, but I still got a good amount on it. I think 8.5.
Flavor,
9.5. It was really, really good.
likelihood to buy that.
Oh, 10. 100%.
Coming in at 93.
It's a good way.
Yo, I'm not gonna be too far off on you. Crisp. I'm gonna keep my crisp at an A5. I don't think you can get much better on what they have there.
Mm-hmm.
I know that you're adding with the char, but
Yeah.
that is having to force to it. It's not a bad thing. Excuse me. Meat, I'm sticking at the A5. I'm actually gonna go up to an A5.
Okay.
You threw it on the grill. It didn't dry it out any further than it
No.
did. I really appreciate that. And with that drum, and actually, Jolie's going to be texting me.
OG Jolie.
OG Jolie. Say it.
OG Jolie.
You want to say it?
OG Jolie.
Every time we say it, he has to do a shot, so that's the best thing.
Piper, say it. OG Jolie.
OG Jolie.
All right.
That meat on the drum was phenomenal. Sauce is a 9.5. I almost gave it a 10. That is a really good sauce.
barbecue.
That is the perfect combo of a glazed barbecue.
Yeah.
Flavor, I'm gonna go with a 9.
Jolie.
Looking at it right now, I want another one right now. It's staring me right in
I
the
think my
face.
favorite is she just keeps saying it, and it's just gonna keep piping through. So Joe was at a count of probably 15 already.
Just take the bottle to the couch.
You know
and get
what?
buzzed.
Here's the thing, though. It's been a while since he's had a count this high. We've kind of laid off for a while. There were times he'd text me and send me a picture of a rocks glass, and he would just pour it out. I'm just gonna sit down and drink it.
Can you guys do the sriracha wing next?
It's the last one.
It's the last one.
We're
They're
doing
almost
this one.
done.
Yeah, there's only 2 left.
Yeah, only 2 left. Hold your horses. I know. So you're building it up so much. We got to use that.
We gotta get to it. Price, I'm going with a 9. Like that's really damn good. I'm going 89. I can't believe it was that low. I don't know how I got that low on that, but oh no.
The producer's upset. Or whatever
Holy
she is.
crap! My editor, she knows that
She
we're off
does
the
a low
rails.
score. She knew.
She's like, you piece of shit, Dad. Gav, you recommended this.
The beef on wet.
The beef on whack.
Let's take a look. We gotta do this a little.
You want to take my wing if you want.
Nope.
The beef
I
on
just
wet
want to see what we
wing.
got in there. Beef on whack. Another.
I'm gonna go without blue cheese on this.
Same.
Oh,
Oh my god.
This is something right here.
Holy shit.
She'll be right back. Can you eat your? You want some chicken wing? Just from my wing. Piper.
Do you want some chicken? Can you say thank you?
Did she eat this good?
I wish it was with the beef on whack. What?
She eats sriracha noodles all the time. The other day she was eating Korean glass noodles with like I had gochujang like paste on.
That's a Gavin glass noodle. Come on.
That was really good. Just like I remembered it. I had these
Leave us off.
recently.
Look, I got you more chicken.
Down here.
Crisp. It was a little on the softer side than what I had at least. But I'll go an 8. It wasn't terrible. It was as good as the other ones. Meat 8.5. I think it was on par.
Yeah.
Sauce. It's a 10. It's so unique. They execute it really well. You get that beef on wick flavor. It's insane.
I have a size 2 downstairs if you want them.
Likelihood to buy it again? No, I'll put that at a 10 also. 'Cause I've already gotten them once. This is the second time. I'll do it again, 100%.
And I think you're missing flavor.
Flavor? Oh, 10. It's one of my favorite, like, different kind of wings that you can get.
93 for you. I'm gonna start this off with a quick story. The first time I ever had a beef on whack wing was the most atrocious wing I've ever eaten in my life.
Really?
716 downtown when Pagulas bought it, when they opened it at Harbor Center. That was their big gimmick wing. We got a beef on whack. It was horrible.
Oh, so you're
You would-
scared going into this?
I've had good ones. That is the best beef on whack wing I've ever had. I'm gonna say the crisp went to an 8.5 for me again. That drum was crispy. It was very good.
Definitely gave the salt like a Kimmelwick roller.
Yeah.
Oh, it had
How does
Kimmel
that
seed to
work?
it.
Like a very salty
Yeah.
though.
I'm gonna go with a 7.5 on the meat. It was a little tough, but I mean, very crispy. Drum, not my forte. Sauce 9.5. Sauce 10. I'm gonna go with sauce 10 on that. Flavor 9.5. Would have liked a little bit more of the beef aesthetic to it, like the actual au jus, I guess. Still very good nonetheless. And I'm gonna go 9.5 on the price. I would absolutely buy that That's a 90 for me. Heather, did you want to grade this one off the air?
Sure. You're gonna have to leave me though.
Chris, you've been with me for this long, and you don't remember these scores? 8.
Amateur.
That was a huge wing. Oh, like a 9.5.
Amount of sauce.
10.
It's, I don't know.
Flavor.
9.
What did you not like about it?
It was
There was clearly room for improvement.
a little too salty for me.
Okay.
It is very
A
salty.
little, yeah.
Likelihood to buy that wing again.
If I'm in the area,
Yes.
9.
9? I mean, you're going to come in higher than me with 91.
I'm
so.
hoping I'm in the area a lot more.
Hint, hint.
Raises baby.
All right, well, this is what I guess we've been waiting for.
This is the main event, I guess. You
Yeah.
guys have been hyping it up
Oh,
so much. I guess
dude.
you gotta do it, right?
Gavin, you
That
go
might
for
be
it.
one of
Pick
my
first.
favorite wings I've ever had.
Well, they're all
Mine
drums.
too.
so
Yeah,
it
so
doesn't
that's what I'm
matter.
saying. You pick
Well, let's
first.
take this guy up the top right here. We got that guy up there.
I didn't realize you guys
He's
had done that
lazy.
when I
She's
took one.
lazy.
She's wet.
Cheers, brother. Main event.
Oh,
Whoa.
The sauce is
Very
so
sweet. You
good.
get the sweetness off the
Your
bat.
mouth, girl, not in your
But you
hand.
get the sriracha taste without the heat.
Mm-hmm. Do a little dipski. Holy crisp.
I'm fighting through it.
Fighting through what?
The crisp.
I didn't know you guys hadn't done it. I took a flat. I'm sorry.
No, but
I also took a flat. I'm not sorry.
and I'm not sorry.
You act like 226 episodes in, I've never eaten a drum.
Well, no, I know, but I know you prefer flats. We usually fight over them.
No, not the guy with the fucking flat tattoo. No, I like drums.
Yeah, I really don't really care. I just prefer flats, but I'll eat anything.
We're the originator of the drum flat sticker at Wingfest.
Oh, it's on the back of the phone. Hold the phone up.
The drum flat sticker at Wingfest. What's a cat? Is it a cat?
It is a cat. Piper likes the kitty sticker.
That's a 9.5 on crisp.
Oh, absolutely.
Dude, that sauce is too sticky to be that crispy. That's
Yeah.
an anomaly. Shouldn't
it
happen.
just should not go hand in hand, but it does.
Amount of meat, I'm gonna go 7.5. We gotta take our lumps where we have to take them.
You guys did get smaller wings.
Doesn't
Like,
matter.
your head was
It's
much bigger.
it's a little drier because of how crispy it is. That's where I'm grading.
Meat quality, yeah.
Amount of sauce, it's a 9.5. Flavors a 10. That is, wow,
Hands down, amazing.
wow. Price, I'm gonna go 9.5. Yes, 92 for me. Gav,
Wow. Crisp, 10. Like you said, like the mouth sauce that was actually on that bastard, and how crispy it was still.
Piper agrees.
Piper agrees. 100%.
Piper's on board.
She's
Piper
it.
wants it.
Oh yeah, so crisp is 10. Sauce, 9.5. Because like it just shouldn't have been that equal, but it is and it works. It's great. Flavor, I'll go 9.5. It was really good.
Amount of meat.
Now meat, I go 7.5.
Price.
9.
You're right there with me at a 91.
Beautiful.
Paige,
Got any thoughts?
I know you wanted to grade this one as well.
Yes. The sauce is a 10. The crispiness, I'll give it a 9.5. The meat, so I had a flat, so I'm gonna say 9.5.
Okay. Whoa.
And then the price, 9.5.
And the flavor.
Oh, 10.
97. What's the highest rating you've ever had on the show?
Tyler Body once gave it 100.
I was gonna say
Aw.
somebody gave a 100.
Tyler Body did know. Tyler Body gave 100 on Mr. Pizza's got a black and blue wing. I'm gonna say black and
Ooh.
seasoned wing with crumbly blue on top, and it is a good wing. I don't necessarily know I would have given it 100. I think I gave it like a mid 90s, but we have had two 100s. I don't remember who gave the second one. I think Tori gave it. Tori gave it.
Crumbly
100.
blue is very decisive though. Either you love it or you hate it.
Yes.
I hate crumbly
Heather?
blue, so.
Can you just, so I don't forget anything, guide me again?
Chris,
Crisp was a 10. Fabulous.
meat.
I don't want to grade it perfect, but I want to grade it perfect. So I'll do 9.5.
Amount of sauce.
10.
Flavor.
10.
Likelihood to buy it.
10.
99.
That was
Well,
delicious.
I can tell you that wing's gonna end up sitting in the top
Sticky
10 for
on it.
sure.
Really?
Oh yeah, that'll be in the top
Wow.
10 specialty wings, and that'll probably also boost Stooges into the top 25, if not the top
I'm very impressed.
7. I'd have to guess.
Cajun gar parm.
Grab one with tons of cheese on it.
Yeah, I think this is one that you might have to do 2 of there.
For sure. I'm gonna go warm it out first. It's actually not bad.
It's different. I like it.
Yep. It's strong on the gar parm taste.
I'll tell you one thing, these wings are piping hot.
I actually really enjoy this. If it was like a little bit spicier, it would be almost perfect.
Yeah, that's I'm a little confused by it. It's like nothing I've ever had.
I don't know, but I don't dislike it. Because I've been here before. I like the original gar parm, and the original gar parm is more of like a. It's very white, where this is like actually looks like a buffalo wing with sauce on it.
That's it's really good. It's just I really want to try to see if I can put my finger on what that is.
I'll go with 10.
Okay.
Crisp is a little bit better. I don't know if it's just because the sauce is different. But crisp, I'm gonna go 8.5. Pretty good. Meat, I'll go with an 8.5 as well. Pretty much the same size. 2 drums. Sauce, I'm gonna go with a 9. I think the amount of sauce on there is pretty much perfect. A lot of sauce at the bottom. Flavor, I'm gonna go with a 9. I would go higher if it had more heat to it. But I really, really enjoy the gar parm taste. A lot of cheese on it. It's almost like it's mixed with a medium sauce, which it's very unique. And then I'm gonna go with a 9 on the price. I'm sorry, 9.5. I did a 9.5, and that's in 88, correct?
89.
89 for that square. That's a pretty good one.
I will agree with you. I'm gonna go with an 8.5 on the crisp. It was as crispy, if not a little bit crispier than those mediums. Definitely more sauce on it, so it helps crisp down very well. Amount of meat, I'm going to stay with that 8, about the same size. Amount of sauce, that is a 9.5. That is everything I want and more on a wing. Flavor, I'm going to go with the 9.5 as well. I don't really know what that combo created, but I really, really like it. In price, I would go with a 9. Like, I'm coming in, I'm matching you with an 89. That was a really good wing.
So I can reach this for you. Open it, which is my favorite flavor from this place, and this is the one that I recommended immediately when we were doing the wings here. Was their Cajun hot.
Gary, first look, what does it remind you of?
Oh, it's tough.
It looks like Kelly's Hot.
I could see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kelly's is a little darker though. I was trying to think of Mammoser's hot.
A little bit. I am really excited actually about this.
I want to get some bottom of the barrel, but
Oh my god,
Go back.
it kind of tastes like Kelly's Hot. Oh my... Wait a minute.
I promise you, I love these wings.
That's really good.
Am I wrong in thinking that? Is that kind of like Kelly's Hot?
It's similar, but I think Kelly's hot is a little bit more spicier.
I think so, yeah.
Yo.
I love these
Okay.
wings, man.
Is it Cajun enough for you?
I don't know about that one. Being that it is my favorite wing, seriously, yes. It is like...
Like of all time or just from here?
I mean, I would say from here. I have a lot of like ones that I would say are my favorite wing, but it's definitely up in the top of the list of like I would say all time.
Yo, I could polish a whole box right now.
My only gripe is holy fucking sodium.
It is
Yeah.
pretty salty. God damn.
That is good though. And if you love saucy wings,
Which makes me really excited to see what happens with that with the gar par.
Which I've never had, yeah.
Well, fuck it, I will lead us off.
Don't make that mistake. I almost put it in my eye.
That's a 9.5 on crisp. Like, that is really saucy. It probably should not be that crispy. Amount of meat, I'm gonna come up to an 8.5. No gripes from me on that. Amount of sauce. With sauce and dry rub mix, I'm gonna come at a 9. A 9. I would like to be at a perfect 10, but I think I'm gonna really take the point away on how much salt is in this.
yeah.
Flavor, I'm gonna hit a 10. That's really fucking good. And price, I'm gonna go with 9.5. A little pricey, but like I would pay for that. That's gonna hit a 93 for me. That's holy shit. That's good.
That is a phenomenal wing. And there's celery. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
I'm eating a fucking tree here.
They give you your money's worth, I think.
I'll get that after. Crisp, I'll go with an 8.5. I think the crisp is fine. Meat, I'm still with a 7.5 on the meat. It was the same similar size wing. Sauce, I'll go with a 9. I like the amount of sauce on there. And as Kyle alluded to, it's going to deduct the point for salt because it is very salty.
Like usually I would take that away in flavor, but like it definitely helps the flavor. I'm just gonna take it away. Like
I'm taking it away from flavor just because.
you're taking it away from both.
No. I already gave the sauce score, didn't I?
That was the sauce, and that's what you took away. I thought. Was right
No,
there.
I'm going to take it away from the flavor.
Okay.
Flavor, I'm going to go with 8.5. Not like too bad. It
Okay.
would probably be a 10 if it wasn't so salty. But a phenomenal flavor. Mixes well with the blue cheese. And I'm going to go with 9 on the price because I would pay for those just because they're tasty. It's an 85.
Yeah, I'm
Jason,
gonna go.
let us know.
This is like one of my favorite wings, and I'm trying to be a little bit unbiased, like because you're on the show. But I would say like price, I'd pay for that all day. I know I'm going a little bit out of order. Would be 9 for me. Your sauce, I love that sauce. I'd probably give it an 8.5. That flavor's a 10. Meat, I would give it an 8.5 just because that wing was a little bit bigger than the ones that I've had in the past. And what am I missing?
Okay, Chris.
Crisp, that was a crispy wing. I'd give it a 9 too.
90 even from you.
Yeah.
Ruby agrees. I think.
It's a good wing.
Well, we liked it. Now let's add some garlic to it.
Oh, daddy.
No, that looks
Give me that beefy boy.
really good there.
Oh my
I haven't
god.
drum yet,
I want to
so
do one.
will,
Do I do two
me a
and do
drum.
one?
Mm-hmm. Oh my god.
Jiminy Crickets.
Yeah, that deserves an oh my god.
Another salty wing though. Not as bad, I would say, as that one.
Holy fuck.
All it's telling me is I have to venture out more when I go. Because that's my go-to.
It's got a little bit more spice to me than the other one.
It's definitely got a little bit more, I would say, hot flavor than your Cajun Hot.
It's almost like the garlic's kicking up the heat a little.
I think so. I would eat this if I was going to see, like, going to hang out with vampires.
Well,
Yeah.
fucking done. Oh. Bricked the fuck up.
And my favorite thing about this place is you can call and order, but they have an online app where you can order, and you don't even have to talk to somebody.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
If you're an introvert, you don't gotta talk to people.
It's a fairly small bowling alley, but very like modern. Like a lot of these places are kind of like holes in the wall. You can't really order online. You gotta call up, like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I like that you can just kind of like do that.
Oh, it's very like Manor is very updated, very nice. He's got I just got hot sauce in my cut. He's got a corn like
Yeah, they have like an
outdoor section volleyball. That's where we play cornhole. He bowls. Like he's always something going on at Manor if you're looking for something to do in the Buffalo, New York area.
Gary, do you want to?
Yeah. Crisp. I'm gonna go with a 9 on the crisp just because there's a ton of sauce in it. It didn't lose any crispiness. Meat. I had 2 massive drums. I'm gonna go 8.5. Give it a little bit more. Sauce. That's a 10. Like I can't complain on that sauce. It's got the garlic. It's got cheese in it. The Cajun sauce, correct? I think we did Cajun.
Yeah.
Blended very well, and it's got a bunch of flavors that are mixing all together and paired well. You get some of these wings, and they taste like utter garbage because they don't blend the flavors well. Bravo. I'm not going to punish it too much for being salty because it's not as bad as the other ones. So I'm going to go with a 9 on the flavor, and then an 8.5 on the price.
You're gonna rock a 90 on that. Jay?
I'm gonna make it pretty easy. I think flavor there, I'm gonna put it as a 10, and then the rest everything else is just 9s across the board, just because flavor's great. I said that. This flavor's 10. Sauce was great. The price I pay for that every day of the week. So
92.
92.
Crisp is the only thing I think I can potentially find to take a hit. The garlic and the parm knocked it down slightly. It's an 8.5. It's a 9 on the meat. It's a 9.5 on the sauce. It's a 10 on the flavor. 10 on the fucking price. I will go back to buy that. Mm-hmm. That's a 94 for me. That is
so close.
Holy fuck, man!
It's good. And like I said, good prices.
We should go
everything
just
there.
bowl and get drunk and order wings.
I hate bowling because I'm fucking terrible at it. But guess what? I will go bowl a 12 just to eat these wings.
The last time
I'm upcharged of $1 to get blue cheese. So I said, fuck that. I mean, realistically, from Wingfest, we have 6 jars of Marie's still here. And it still came with blue cheese in the mild and the hot. But it did not have any in the barbecue. Which makes me think you probably suggest not to use blue cheese on these.
I'll do one of each.
I will also do one of each. Oh my god. That barbecue sauce. It smells banging, and
It doesn't look like a traditional barbecue.
No.
It looks like there's something in it. It looks like a blueberry barbecue. Like how that is, that dark tinge to it.
holy fuck. I may have just came.
It almost tastes like a rib sauce.
You can tell that's homemade barbecue. That's delicious.
It tastes like I'm eating ribs right now.
To pull the curtain back here, you and I talked earlier when you said, hey, what flavors? I said he only has 4.
Mm-hmm. What was the fourth?
Mild, medium, hot, plain.
Oh, okay.
Well, mild, medium, hot, plain barbecue. So
Plain doesn't count.
no.
Not a flavor.
And your exact words were, well, sometimes the people who do less flavors perfect them. Mm-hmm. Man, I think this is...
I feel like less is more attitude.
How's it going to be with this? Yo, it's sticky as fuck, but it leaves no skid marks. Bravo.
It's like a jelly consistency. I'll just take... I don't want to dig in there. It's very messy.
Holy shit.
Fucking bravo. I still want to dip it in blue cheese because I'm just a blue cheese fanatic. But you can eat those without blue cheese.
The blue cheese definitely enhances the flavor, but yeah, there's no shitting on the flavor without the blue cheese. It's fucking good.
I love the amount of celery we get too.
Oh my god.
10 wings, you get fucking 10 pieces of celery.
And there might even be more than 10 wings in there, man.
If possible. I don't know. Maybe they do it by the pound.
No, there's 10. They're just really fucking big wings.
My only gripe is how messy it is, but it's one of those things. It's like I'm willing to fight through the sauce for the flavor. Sorry, I'm killing these napkins here.
I just realized, I'm like, wait, we got a bunch of napkins. I gave them to you. Yo.
I'll take it off.
Go for it.
Crisp. I'm gonna go with a 9.5. These were crisper than the last ones, and it's surprising with how much sauce is on there. Flavor, or I'm sorry, meat. I'm gonna go with 10 again. Like, these are big fucking wings. Sauce. I'm gonna go with a 9. The amount of sauce on there it's phenomenal. It's just messy. It's not one of those barbecues where you don't have to lick your fingers afterwards. You are gonna need to lick your fingers and wipe your face. It's a messy wing if you like that. Flavor. I'm gonna go with a 9.5. It's not a traditional barbecue. It's like eating a rib sauce, but it's like a sweet, almost berry flavor. It's phenomenal. Price, I'll go with an 8.5. Because I'll pay for those if there's an upcharge.
God damn.
For Blue Cheese. That's a 93.
Yeah, I'm on the same wavelength. I am stunned. We've had some decent barbecues, but I feel like we haven't had a really good one in a while. Maybe we're just overreacting because we haven't, but holy shit. I'm gonna go 8 on the crisp. You definitely lose a little bit of the crisp, but it is just like, it is smothered. 10 on the size. I felt like those were bigger than those. I'm gonna go 9.5 on the sauce. I would go perfect 10, but it's my own issues with barbecue sauce. Like, it's a little sticky for my consistency, but the thing of it is, as a barbecue sauce, usually when you get something that covered, and I'm gonna try to see if we can get this on the camera here. When you get something that covered, the sauce is usually just running wild on your hands. Think Hulkamania circa 1988. Running wild. In this instance, it didn't. It holds so well on the wings. It goes to your hands, but you're touching it.
It's like jelly, like I was saying earlier.
Flavor, I'm going 10. That is fucking phenomenal. And price, I'm gonna go 9.5. Like, I will pay for that again. I'm gonna roll in with a 94. Holy shit. And basically what we've just learned is as long as they don't fuck these hot wings up.
My only concern is they look soggy.
They do look soggy. I think the big thing is, too, we've seen so many times that your gimmick barbecue sauces are just like, yeah. This wasn't it.
Like, how many times have you done like a rum barbecue or like a whiskey barbecue?
And there's no dissension to it.
Yeah.
Like, this is a handcrafted, like, you could tell they put some love and specialty into that sauce. The South Buffalo staple, the Murph. This almost looks breaded.
It might be. I'm gonna have to do one with
Oh my god. Yo. Holy fuck.
It's got some nice kick to it.
It might be the best Murph style wing I've ever had.
And I'm curious as to what the Murph style is, only because we're obviously not from South Buffalo. So like, I'm
I think
curious.
it was created by a guy named Murph.
I'm like curious to the lore behind it.
Yo, these are fucking banging.
It's hard to describe too.
It's like an extra hot with gar parm and something else.
Mm-hmm.
I could eat this whole box right now.
I know, right?
As good as the blue cheese is, I don't need blue cheese.
I know. I like the blue cheese because there's crumbles in it. That's a really good wing.
That's elite. Holy shit. Wow.
I can go.
I'll go.
Go ahead.
I got this. I'm gonna go with an 8 on the crisp. That's really the only bad thing I can say about it. So took a little bit off the crisp. Very, very, very saucy wing. I'm gonna go with a 9.5 on the amount of meat. That picked up the tenderness of the medium. They're big wings. I'm gonna go with a 10 on the sauce and a 10 on the flavor. That is fucking really good. I'm gonna go with up to a 9 on the price. Even at a $1.50 wing, I would go out of my way for that. I'm gonna come up with a 93. That's
I think
really
we're gonna be
fucking good.
Crisp, I'm gonna, like Kyle said, it's about the only difference. I'm gonna go with an 8. Wasn't unheraldly, I don't even know if that's a word, uncrispy, like compared to the other one. Meat, I'm gonna keep it at a 9, similar to, I think the medium I said was a 9, with the size of the meat being an 8, and then giving a point to the tenderness. Flavor, I'm gonna go with 10 as well. That was a really good flavored wing. It's flavorful with some heat to it. Excuse me, flavorful with some heat to it. I could eat like 100 of those. And sauce, I'm gonna go with a 10 as well. Like Kyle said, it's almost perfect amount of sauce on there. And it's weird because I don't think there was a ton at the bottom. There's a little bit,
a decent amount, but like it sticks very well.
Yeah, it's a very good consistency. The price, I'm gonna go with an 8. I'll raise it from a 7 to an 8 on the price. That's a 90.
That is going to sit. That's gonna be the first time we had a Murph wing on the top 10 specialty wings.
I think we've only done 2
We've
of
done
them.
two or three of them.